Yo. Just give me 1 second here. I'm just trying to. I mean, it's a little early still, but I'm just trying to set up. Okay. 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 Hold on. So many cables. And that's one thing I need to figure out, some cable situation, but this is good enough. At least I think so. Okay. Okay. Not too much going on in ZZZ today, but there's a lot of grinding I want to do, and then after grinding, we'll probably do some tower. So that should be chill, I think. Once we're all nicely set and done. There's not too much going on in the ZZZ world. I mean, there's some drama stuff. There's always drama stuff. But I don't want to pay attention to that. And then we'll just chill out and hang out for a bit. Maybe play some other games, but most likely I'm just singing a ZZZ today. Alright. So I was doing some dailies, nothing too crazy. Let me go check the Supreme Temple. Just check. I don't know, I like saying that. I don't know why I said it. I don't know why I say it like that. I'm gonna crack a cold one. I got a Coca-Cola. Okay, how's this going? Not bad. Not the greatest, but like not bad. I mean, we're running low on those masks. That's okay. Well, it'll work itself out. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Checking around the dailies. As we got that already. We got that. Ooh. Oh, alright, we need to do some story stuff with Orphe. I found found a new tactic in the tactics manual. What? How did you get your hands on the captain's tactics manual? Quick, tell me, what does it say in there? Hang out with the proxy. What? Stop messing with. I really thought you'd figure out the captain's secret tactics. Max is right next to the colonies too. Orphe, you're not stupid. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna put my phone right on Vegas's gun barrel so she can see the next message. And I'm really happy you invited me. Let's hang out. Well, where you got anywhere you want to hang out? Let's do coffee. I'm a coffee guy. Well, I'm a coffee/tea person. My go-to is like cold brew. If someone were to ask me, cold brew or an espresso or a cafe latte with a croissant. Or cappuccino is pretty nice. Sometimes I do like matcha's pretty nice, but sometimes matcha is kind of weird. So oolong tea is pretty nice, and like what else is pretty good? You can get like you get some pretty good mixes. You get Earl Grey with a little bit of Earl Grey latte, which is like in Canada they call it a London fog, which is funny. To me, it's a classic. It's one of those ones that like I think people like forget about it. And then I think there's one called like Japan fog, which is basically just green, like it's like green tea or Tokyo Fog or whatever it's called, which is just a green tea latte. I mean, yeah, just good still. But then I recently got into this weird blueberry one, like blueberry honey latte. It's pretty nice. It's like from a very like some people will just say it's like a hipster joint, but I like it. Like if you do a cold brew latte, which is people are like, what? Basically it's just cold brew with milk of some kind and some cream and foamer, and you just fluff it. I try not to be too pretentious with my orders. Oh, flat white's pretty nice too. She's gonna say she's gonna drink a lot. Let's go a proxy for the coffee that's at least a tiny bit better than what we had before. Okay, so I'm gonna try to show her the joys of coffee. Yeah, I want to talk about the drama though in ZZZ right now. Everyone's kind of making fun of the area that we're in and saying it's too Chinese, but it's like it's not that it's too Chinese. It's just not the idea we were sold. It's like that's why I tell people it's currently, because it's like it's not. People wanted a certain type of fashion style. Like they wanted like the Tokyo avant-garde. I went to Harajuku Shibuya vibe, with like splashing with Americana in there, like Japanese Americana, and they wanted like maybe some European tones with the formal wear and stuff. Like they wanted that with and I think I would say this, like I don't mind Chinese fashion as well, but like it's just I can definitely say they weren't marketing the Chinese fashion in the most of the ads. That's why I think that the drama's kind of weirded out. But like it's just because I know people are saying, oh, but the Obel Squad and stuff is doing bad, but it's like it's just one of those. It's just we're in that weird patch cycle. Is what I'm gonna say to people. It's just we're just in a weird patch cycle. Once season 3 rolls around, there should be new hope. I'm quite sure. Because the combat's still good, and the character design is still good. It's just the fashion choices are not like what I particularly like, which is fair, right? Everyone has an opinion on fashion. Let's go back to the story here, real quick. I've had coffee before. A soldier from another squad recommended it to me. According to them, a cup of black coffee loaded with ice can help energize your body, clear your mind, and get you in the zone for training. But I couldn't really stand the smell. Your taste buds are just like a kid's, so of course you can't handle black coffee. Captain, keep making those snarky comments, and I'll buy you an extra cans of black coffee, scented gun oil you hate. I get what you mean. Just keep trying, you'll get there. Oh really? If you say so, then I'll trust you. In that case, can you grab me some coffee for me? I think she would like. I tried that one, fruity foam cappuccino. I think she'd be a macchiato kind of mochaccino kind of person. Orphe carefully lifts the coffee to her lips with both hands and takes a sip. A satisfied expression spreads across her face. It's so sweet, so good. I can feel the bubbles gently pop in my mouth. And the coffee doesn't have any of that nasty bitter taste. If anything, it actually makes the sweetness pop even more. I love this drink. I was thinking of like the mint. Mint is such like it's a basic flavor, but like it's a very good. Like it's like a very basic flavor, but it's something most people can agree. Mint is not a bad flavor. It's like it's not a great flavor, but it's hard to argue it being bad. Of course, you can have too much mint. It's one of those subtle things. Like, if a little bit, it's actually kind of nice. I'll mess with your... you can only drink have one coffee a day or it'll mess with your health. Okay, Captain Megas, next time then. Today I tried a flavor of coffee I've never had before with you. So coffee comes in all sorts of flavors. Even if one doesn't taste good to me, there's always another that will. There's a cafe on 6th Street too, but I've actually never gone in. That place is huge, not like here. It looks like you can actually dine in there. If we get that chance, take me out for a coffee again next time. Sorry, there's like a fruit fly. All right, cool. But yeah, like I don't mind the aesthetic here. It's actually kind of cool. It's a little cool. It's not. I don't prefer it, but I get the architecture. It's really nice. Like even Belle's costume is very Chinese inspired, but it's just really well designed, right? And I'll like maybe I should make a video on this sometime, but like I don't mind the designs in the new trailer and stuff because man, they all look really sweet. They all look cool to me. The only issue is I don't know if there'd be something I would break my wallet out. You know what I mean? It's like that's how I explain things to people. It's like there's things that you think look nice, right, which is great, right? But then there's things you think that look nice and are probably gonna buy. There's like a difference between something looking nice and then looking nice to the point you're gonna buy it. And I think that's where people are mixing it up. But that's just my opinion. Why did you want me to talk to him? There's nothing here. I assume there was nothing here because he doesn't refresh until 4 days. And I think it's where people mess up. But you never really know. Okay, we're gonna hit the page. Butler and Miss Ellen wants to share her homemade lunch with her classmates as a proper Resimian housekeeper. What should I do to help her like Miss Rena does? Maybe I should take the proxy's advice and try to understand Miss Ellen better by learning what kind of music girls like. Looks like we've fully figured out what this gentleman Bang Boo is thinking. Manager, may I leave the rest of the party in your hands? Leave it to me. The party's all yours now. Take the lead. Alright, boys and girls. We have to do Burning Desires here. Should be easy. Alright, let's do this. Okay, when the rhythm... Hold on here. Put that over there. When the music rhythm changes, earth and discs will be changed. Will be hidden, and the flashes indicated on the vinyl discs will appear on the fourth beat as it appears on the final disc. Press A to increase the performance meter at the hop. Yep. Okay, cool. It's the same. Just gonna have to do it by the beat. Oh, I missed it. Like, hold on. Let me try. Let me reset. I'm pretty sure I got this. I just gotta get used to the beat. 1, 2. Oh. Okay, let's try that again. Isn't that hot? Isn't that early? This is I missed. Okay. I think I assumed that there was a beat there. It's actually not a beat at all. Okay. Oh, hold on. I assumed that there was a beat there, but there isn't. Okay. What the? What? What the? The first two are hard, but this should be easier now. Yeah. Maybe I'm doing it too early. Yeah, I'm gonna try to rerun. I'm gonna run that back because I want to see if I can get perfect. I know that's not like so stupid, but I'm obsessed with getting perfects if I can, and if nothing else to do. Oh, I missed. Let's do that again because I'm pretty sure I can get it, but let's wait. This is where it's gonna get me. Ooh, that change in speed always gets me. Yeah, that change in speed is gonna get me. Okay, this is where it's gonna be hard. Too early, too early, too early. The change of pace, man. Change of pace. The change up, dude. Here comes the change up. No! Dang, the change up gets me. It's like the tempo changes, like it gets me. It doesn't. I'm getting ready for the change up, and I'm like, oh fuck, fudgicles. Change up. I got the change up. Ooh! Oh, perfect. That's perfect on easy. I gotta get perfect on hard now. Oh. Change up. And the change of pace is insane. I missed it. Missed it then. We got an S, but we want to get a perfect. We got two missed twice. We're gonna get a perfect. Change up. Oh, the change up got me. Here comes the change of pace coming up soon. Here's the change up. Damn it! The change in tempo is so good. There's a change in tempo. Get ready for the drop in tempo. They got me. They got me. They got me. They got me. Hold on. Hold on. Focus up. Focus up. Here comes the change up. God dang it. Gotta lock in, gotta lock in. Here comes the change up. The changes in rhythm is so insane, dude. Focus, focus, focus. The change up. Comes the change up. Alright, I was faster. Change up. Oh, just slightly off. Just slightly off. Change up. Early. You got this. Missed it. It's a double press there. Change up. Yes! We got it. Hell yeah. Perfect. I like the song. Ooh. That's just easy though. That's easy though. That was easy mode. All right, time to lock in. Perfect. Yoo-hoo! That's from my girl Ellen, dude. That's a good song. That's a good rhythm song, dude. Rhythm game. Nice. Boom, boys, boom. Let's see. We'll see what we got. We'll do a little bit of grinding before we do some tower. Tower. Yeah, there's not too many characters that interest me. I gotta make a video about it, but I gotta say, only character I'm kind of interested is Master Bonnie, I guess, is probably one of them. He's pretty interesting because he's a construct. I guess yeah, and Yi Shun Gong, she seems interesting. And I would say Zhao is kind of interesting. After that, I'm not super interested in any other characters, really. But Zhao, I'm not 100% sure I'll get, because like, depending on what she is. Because if she's if she's Ice, I really don't need another Ice unit, to be honest with you. So I've been thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't know if I need. I already have 2 Ice, so unless she's like her gameplay is crazy good, I'm probably not gonna pull. Because I do know Lighter is going to be reruns eventually, and it's like, I need to be ready for Lighter. And that's kind of how I'm looking at it, personally speaking. So those are the 3 characters I'm thinking about getting, but for sure I'm gonna get Yi Shun Gong no matter what. Like that's like the one that's like pretty much a lock. The other 2 I'm like not 100% sure, and the girl with the chakram maybe. It really depends. It's just like I don't know. Yeah. Also, we don't know the personality types of these characters, so we'll see. Like, personality can't sell a character but based on just pure design, Yishang Guang is probably the most interesting, followed by Lord Master Bianyu, and then Zhao. Because I'm not a big chakram person. The girl's design is kind of interesting, but the whole half black, half white hair aesthetic cut dyed is not super interesting to me. I've seen it done, and I've seen it done well, and it's like, it's not usually my favorite. Usually those characters are interesting once you get to know them. Because she does look like that lady from 101 Dalmatians. And again, the character might be Quella DeVille, yeah. So like, it might be interesting if based on her personality or maybe her fighting style, but we'll see. Or maybe she's like a really good like stunner or something. Well, you never know, right? And there's a chance one of them might be an A rank. You have to remember that, right? So there's a chance that Master Bonyu could be like an A rank. But Master Bonyu is probably the most interesting out of the bunch. If we're not talking about Yi Xuan. Out of the 3 of those Krampus, it's gonna be Master Bonyu and then Zhao. But I'm not sure yet. But it's interesting that we're gonna get Krampus agents. I wonder if Krampus is like our first faction that we are not like particularly like neutral or eat good. You know what I mean? We haven't really had like like an evil faction that's playable currently. So it's like, are they evil? So that's what I'm kind of interested in right now. But we'll see. I don't remember there being a box over here. But we'll see, we'll see. I'd rather... Yeah, there was a box over here. There's 2 boxes over here, sweet. 3 boxes over here, okay. Pretty good. Mm-hmm. But yeah. We'll figure it out. Oh, nice. We got all the Luminite order. But we'll finish the path just because I'm already here. Nice. Alright, alright. Just flying around, boys. Okay, we're gonna go to the next place. Get the other daily resource. I don't know why it does that sometimes. I guess I'm just too fast. I just need to slow it down. Yeah, it's too fast. Could go that way, but this is just faster. I think. Oh, is there more stuff up there? There was. We could go the other path, but there's not too much there. Yeah. So we might as well go through this loading screen here. Oh man. Oh. Yeah. Oh, we got enough. Nice. Okay. We have one more we have to do. And then we'll do tower for 2 hours, I guess. We'll see. We'll see how long I'm entertained with tower. And we might do some ZZZ. I mean, we might do some like Street Fighter or something. I got an idea how this. To just go quickly to this side and then go through the. Ooh, oh, an hour. Oh, it's all cool. I'm doing well at General Muffins. How about you? I assumed you just had other things to do, and I was like, oh, maybe just you're busy. Don't have to worry about it. The only thing you missed was maybe Oh, nice. You go. Good to hear you're doing good. The only thing you probably missed was just me struggling on trying to do the rhythm songs to get perfects, but it's all good. Dude, you didn't really miss much. At least in my opinion. But I appreciate you showing up. I've been just blabbing about like the current drama in ZZZ currently. You know, people not liking the current patch and all that. But I mean, you're just gonna have to. You're just gonna have this kind of situations. But I think the game's doing just fine. Can't always please everyone when it comes to things like this, right? So I'm gonna be running some battle tower soon after this. Don't know if you're interested in that. But hopefully everything's chill. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Oh, what? Let me grab it. Oh, that stare animation, Sarabans was a little much there. A little jarring. We could skip this mob here, but I'm okay with it. I'm not in a rush to get anywhere. Battle Tower is not running away from me anytime soon. I don't think there's a mob there. I know there's there's a house there. There's another one back here somewhere. There we go. Yeah, we're full. Okay, cool. There's two back there. I was just talking how people don't like the current designs in the upcoming patch, the 2.3 patch. I think they're fine. They're not my particular taste, but I hope people are pretty reasonable about it. There's only like, I don't know, 2 characters I kind of like that are interesting, maybe 3, but it's okay. Like, it's okay. I think that's probably a good thing for my wallet. You know what I mean? So I tell people, like, you could just save. It could be just a save patch. Just play for the story. Yeah. Of the upcoming characters in 2.3, there's the Zhao, Master Banyi, and Yi Shonggong. Like, those characters from, like, from the tease from, like, A Moment in the Light or something. A Moment's Light. Like, there's a few people like saying that they don't like the designs, but I'm like, the designs are good. They're just not my particular taste. Only character I really like if I'm for sure probably getting is Yi Shun Gong, just because her design's just awesome. And then maybe Master Bonnie, and that's and then yeah, that's probably it. No, that's totally fair. People just don't like them. I totally get it. And then Zhao is kind of interesting, but I already have an ice character, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna be ice. But it's okay. And there's that Cruella de Vil girl, and then obviously one of the three is gonna be an A rank. I'm quite sure. If they're not, then I don't know. We'll see. If they're not an A rank, that's fine. But it's just like I'm not super interested. Except for Yishun Guang. Oh yeah, I was gonna do tower. Sweating up in the tower. Oh yeah, I don't know if I showed you this, but I did I already did the reverb event already for the day earlier. Nothing too crazy, but like I was just doing this for like roughly like maybe 30 minutes or so. But I did perfect the songs, so I'm just gonna wait until the next time to, on Saturday anyways. I should be able to do all three on Saturday. Should be able to. Yeah. I think they'll be all open on Saturday. But yeah. I understand why people don't like them. Cause like when you play ZZZ, people are more expecting like the avant-garde style of like Tokyo or like some sort of high fashion from like Paris or Europe, and then they get like more Chinese aesthetic, which I'm like, yeah, it's not the most popular aesthetic. It still looks good though, but it's just not like very appealing for like mass appeal. I was gonna do Battle Glory, maybe? Yeah, Battle Glory. And we're gonna try to get to, I don't know, high as we can. Until like I'll see how far I can get up here without like stressing too much. Genshin? No, I didn't play Genshin. But I've seen some of the art style. I can see why people are tired of it. Because Genshin, they do look like Genshin characters. I can kind of see that. If that's what you're getting at. Because I definitely I've seen some of my friends play it. And the characters are very Chinese inspired in Genshin, I think, right? I want to do the HP one. Because you never really know. Or maybe not yet. Not from the get-go. After this floor... Holy just... Yeah, no, maybe not right from the get-go. Maybe recovery rank up is probably your best. Okay. The first one's going to be Ice Aether, so... I already know what teams I want to run here. So that's going to be one team. The other team is clearly going to be... But I'm assuming you played Genshin General Muffins? But the fact that you brought that up. I want to get Trigger. Where's Trigger? There's Trigger. Okay. Because these are the three teams I'd probably run. Oh, you stopped a long time ago? Yeah. I hear that a lot from a lot of people who used to play Genshin. And I want Scott. These are the three I'd run. Okay, cool. Yeah, for the first one, I'd probably be... Oh, what? I messed up. Okay, this is the lineup I want. And then I want... The only reason I never got into Genshin personally is I just don't like. I don't mind open world, but open world because it was like Breath of the Wild. I just didn't really. I don't know. I don't really jam with open world too much. I don't mind open world, but like open world is a little rough for me sometimes. Cause like I played GTA and stuff growing up, but and even Assassin's Creed, but it gets kind of. It feels like sometimes the open world is it's too large. Like it's not dense. Like the open worlds I kind of like are kind of like Yakuza, where like the world is sure it's like a small, it's kind of a small space, but it's jam packed with stuff to do. I like that. I like it being denser. I like density over vast spaces. If that makes any sense. So I'm not really like, oh, I need to drive a car around, or I need to ride a horse around. I'm not, because I played MMOs before, and it's like, eventually people just roadmap the space and tell you how the most efficient route to do things, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense, but I wouldn't want to do that in a game in perpetuity. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I think you know. I think you know what I'm getting at. It's just the space is just too large. It's just too large for me. I'm like, and there's just like I have all the space, but there's nothing to do in it. Sure, it looks pretty, but I'd rather be in a smaller area with just more stuff to do. Because like I don't know. Yeah, that's usually how I think of it. I just always tell people it's like I like the Yakuza model of like dense density over that of large spaces because again yeah MMOs because it's just like eventually it gets people just get so like efficient in MMOs where like you don't even see like 50 like 60 to 90% of the map. You only like to see 10% of the map because only 10% actually matters. And I'm like, yeah. So like, what was the whole point of devs making all this other space if we're not even ever reusing it? Which is why I like Yakuza because like they'll keep reusing the same city over and over again, but just changing slight things. And I'm like, yeah, you might as well. Like you could. No one's gonna be. Most players are not gonna care about reused assets, as long as you're able to put new stuff and use those assets again in a creative way. Because most time, a map design is just it's like well it's just there. It's not the main thing. And traveling by car is not super fun because eventually there's just quick travel. It's like fun the first time, but it's not fun to set. It's not fun for 100 hours. It's fun for maybe the first 10 to 20 hours, but it's not fun for like the next 100 to 1,000 hours. Which is why I play ZZZ, where like because like it's more instance based. Sure, there's large zones, but it's more compact. Which is why I'm really hoping soon that they do some. We leave Waifu Peninsula, but I don't know if we're gonna leave it anytime soon. Yeah, Honkai Star Rail. Interestingly, you brought up Honkai Star Rail because, like, to be honest, I almost got into Honkai Star Rail. I was so close, but then I was like, I like turn based, but turn based in a gacha is kind of crazy, in my personal opinion, because of like there's definitely gonna be a pay to like you have to get like the next character because the numbers are so easy to like change in a turn base. And second of all, you have to really love the characters. Like the thing that really sells turn base, to me, is like you have to really fall in love with the characters, and the only way you're gonna really fall in love with the characters is if you stick with the same group of oddballs all the time. So if there's like 100 characters, how the heck are you gonna get all 100 characters perspectives on something? That's like insane. Like there's games that have done something like that before, but in a model where you have to keep creating more characters to make money, you're just never gonna get that perspective. You're not gonna get hundreds of characters different perspectives on a subject. It's just not gonna be possible. So the characters are gonna be very shallow, and there's not gonna be a lot of depth to them. I know people say the same thing in ZZZ, where some characters don't have depth because they don't come back, but like in ZZZ, at the very minimum, the depth is in the gameplay of the character and not in the... Like, you'll meet the character multiple times and stuff. Like, the company has shown that they want the characters to kind of come back, even if it's just like a cameo and stuff. They'll like come back a little bit, and they're trying to find ways to people to start falling in love with the characters, because they are like trying to like buff old characters. The fact that they were buffing old like Ellen and buffing Silver Soldier Ambi, I have like a little bit of faith that they're trying to keep some characters, like a few characters, relevant so you can fall in love with them. And be like, oh, I love this character for X personality, and like, yeah, like I really believe in that. Like, they're definitely treating ZZZ differently than they have when compared to the other games. Even though I heard Honkai has good story. Like, Honkai has really good story. Well, Honkai, sorry, I heard it has really good story from quite a few people. Though, I've heard that from a few gacha games. I'm gonna want to get a heal here, so... Let's get a heal, just because we just don't have any. And it's still weak to... We're gonna do double support, Miyabi carry here. Because it'll be useful. Oh yeah, see, like that's why I needed it, because it's... I don't know if I can do a no-hit run. No-hit run's pretty insane for the tower. I've seen a few people do it, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm that good. You have to be really good at a character doing a no-hit run. I will say though, I'm kind of excited that we're moving to you have to have 4 teams though for the next end game thing. Kind of excited with that. Not because I'm like a sweat or anything, just because it just seems like a fun idea. And I can't wait to wonder where we start like using multiple teams to do multiple scenarios. Multiple teams to do one scenario. So it's like, oh, the A team does something while the B team has to do something else. And then the C team has to fight something else at the same time. I can't wait till they start doing that stuff. But we'll see when they get there. I'm gonna restart it, because I think I can do it better. Or, well, yeah, we'll see. I think I did it pretty cleanly, but I think you can always do better. Ooh, yeah, like look at that. That's pretty bad there. I will say this, I was almost tempted to buy Final Fantasy Tactics when I saw it on Steam today. I was like, oh, should I buy this? But I was like, I don't know. I don't know if people. My own personal pleasure, it'd be fine. But like, I don't know. It's kind of one of those ones that's like, I don't know if I'd stream it. The music's great though in the game. But it's one of those ones where it's like, I don't know if you would have watched this. Because it's quite an investment to watch. It's so long. Okay, this is a pretty decent one. It's not the greatest, but we'll take it. Okay, so what was... do you need agents W engines for them to be good? Okay, so with the W engine thing for some agents is okay. That's an interesting question. Okay, so it depends on the agent and it depends on the W engine. So I have Miyabi here. Miyabi doesn't necessarily. Miyabi is one of those agents that might need her W engines because it's really strong on her and it's more than a 20% boost in damage. Because if it's only a 20% boost in damage, which is usually what most W engines are for most agents, like I would say, like if you're playing Vivian, I would say you don't really need her W engine. It's nice to have. Same with Yuzaha, it's nice to have. Asha is nice to have. Jafufu is nice to have. These two, it's kind of nice to have. Orphe and Trigger kind of need theirs. Seed not as much. But these two are kind of iffy on. I'm kind of iffy on if you need them. But there's a few agents that don't need their engine, and some agents' engines are very good universal engines. So like Trigger is a really good universal engine to have, and her engine's just really strong. There's a few things you have to look at for the calculation for that, but not all of them need them. I remember there's like a list. I can like go more depth about it, but not all agents need their engines. There's a few that don't. Like I would say on top of my head, who doesn't need their engine would be like, I want to say Bernice doesn't need her engine because it's only a 20% boost in damage. Sure, there's some extra stuff, but it's not that important. I think Alice doesn't really need her engine. If you have her, Jane doesn't really need hers, but it's nice to have if you have it. It's roughly a 20% boost. Who else? I want to say Evelyn's engine is not needed. If you have Evelyn, it's good. It's nice to have, but it's like 25% boost in damage. But if you have Brimstone, it's actually still Brimstone is technically worse, but it's good enough. But if you have a Brimstone like 2-3 star, it's roughly the same. Oh no, that sucks. Yeah, Bernice is not. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, it's not the worst. It's not the worst. Bernie's engine's not the worst. It's still good. It's still good. But you just, yeah, it's one of those ones that you didn't have to get. If you got Yanagi's engine, that was like a must-have, because like it's such a good engine that you can actually plop it on another electric anomaly or another anomaly, and it's just actually just really strong. Yeah, it depends on the agent. There's a few agents that are like, it's just so good. Yuzaha's is not really needed either. She can just get by like with another supporter's engine. Same with Astra. It's not the most important. Yeah, the only people who need them in my team would be like Yishan, Miyabi, Trigger. I think Orphe does, and then I think I want to say Seed does, but these two are like, they're very niche agents to begin with, so like it's hard to say. Who else? Yeah, there's only a few agents that need it. Like, I'm trying to think on top of my head. Ellen doesn't need her engine because it's just a stat stick. Hugo kind of doesn't need his engine. I'm not a Hugo main, so but I don't think Haramasa needs his either. Because again, it's just a stat stick most of the time. So you could just get away with Brimstone or something. I think that's it. Like Jafufu doesn't need hers either. I don't think Vivian needs hers, but it's nice to have. Um, yeah, I think it's all the agents currently that I can think of on the top of my head. Oh, Ji Xuan, Yi Shin, the police girl with the pistol. She doesn't need hers if I remember correctly. And I think, oh, Ching Yi, she doesn't need her. I don't think she needs hers either. But I'm not. Maybe she needs. I can't remember. It's been a while since I heard anyone talk about Ching Yi. But yeah, you don't always need the engine. Like I'd recommend not getting the engine all the time because there's actually some agents. Some people will tell you it's better to get 2 copies of the agent first and then get the engine, just because it's more valuable to get 2 copies of an agent rather than their engine, because the power boost is just better from the Mindscape. But I'm not super meta, so I can't really say anything. But yeah, that's what I would say. Okay, so this person's fire weak, electric resistance. Okay, so ice resistance. So I could go in there with the Orphe team, the electric team. But I think the better play here is to go with Yishuan and Astra. And we'll go with Snap. I don't know why I went Snap on this team, to be honest. I accidentally did. I should have went with Robin. It's okay, though. Burning Ascension's still decent. If there's a... Yeah. Oh, yeah, the engines can be confusing. I can help you out with that next time you try to pull for something. I can tell you if it's worth it to take the engine or not, because I talked to a few people who are very like crazy about the meta. I'm not super crazy about the meta. I mean, I do pick up certain agents because of the meta, but like I try not to be super meta. I try to just pick up characters I like the playstyle of and the feel of. But yeah, if you just ask me, I can like let you know. I'm more than happy to answer any questions, or at least point you in the right direction of someone who might know more than me. Oh, Jafufu is getting a beating. Let's do it. Oh, I didn't activate the third one. What's a good one? What's another good one? Yeah, I think there's only a few. Yeah, like right now I think the must pull engine is kind of Trigger, because like I think Trigger's engine does defense shred, and then what's another one? I think yeah, Trigger's probably the most must pull, and then Yanagi is the must pull, I think, and after that, I'm trying to yeah, it's just Miyabi, I think Miyabi and Yishuan maybe. Yeah, after that, no one else is really like a must pull in terms of like if you need to pull an engine. Let's do this one. Well, back to ice weakness. Okay. Yeah, that's the only ones I like. Yeah, that's the only ones I can think of off the top of my head right now. Like you're gonna be missing out maybe in 20% damage. Okay, I got nothing yet. Is it a monster? Okay, no, it's a heal. That's another. Okay, they have the portal. Okay. Oh, it's electric? Nice. Okay. I can bring out this team. Rank up energy, yeah. And then we'll rank up recovery. And then we'll check it out from there. Here we go. Yeah, well, man, that team's rough sometimes to pilot. I'm not used to it yet, but they really do demolish. Next floor. My trigger's kind of wounded though. All agents basic attacks. Let's go with during the first 30 seconds. After 2 minutes, agent damage is decreased by 2 minutes. Clearing this floor takes damage. Or clear this floor without taking damage. I don't know if I can do that. We'll do. Or swap out Orphe. Get a healer in there. I'll spin Snap. I think that would work temporarily. We'll see. We'll see. I know some people just do this with one team and only one team, but I'm not that good. That's not probably like the best timing to use her, but we got it. We got it. Shouldn't be an issue. I will say this, I find it funny that Jeed's electric. I always thought she would be physical or something, because we're in a giant robot shooting like missiles. But, yeah, I mean, that's fine. Electric's fine. I just always thought she would be maybe something else. I think that's good enough. Aether. Ice, weakness, Aether. We could run any team here, but we'll just run this team. Yeah. Gain special energy. Gain yeah, we'll do that. Ooh. Zuyan? Oh, Zuyan? Okay, Zuyan. Okay. Zuyan is an okay, Zuyan's actually still pretty good. I think she's like tier 1 still? Yeah, tier 1 or tier 1.5. If I remember correctly. I wouldn't recommend getting her, but she's still good. Like, the only thing I would say is, she's I want to call her a burst character, so you have to focus all your damage in the stun window. Not saying that's a bad thing, but with a character like Zuyan, maybe I should pause. Give me a second. But like, basically with Zuyan, she gets stronger the better stunner she plays with. So right now she's a good pairing with Qingyi. So if you're gonna get Zuyan, you kind of need Qingyi, because Qingyi is like the premier. Qingyi is the premier on-field stunner. So like, because you have a character like Zuyan, she like Zuyan, she essentially with Zuyan you want to like have her in your back pocket until you can create an opening for her to unload all her damage, and then she hides again, because all her damage should be done in the stun window. Or at least that's how she used to be played. I don't know how she currently is played with Zuyan mains. And that was a really fun playstyle. There's a few characters that play like that. It'd be like Haramasa and Hugo, are the other two. But you do need a really good on-field stunner. And currently, I think the best one would be Lighter or Zuyan. But Lighter wouldn't work with Zuyan because Lighter is like a fire and ice stunner support. And the other thing would be like if there was a good on-field support character that you could use, but I don't think we have any of those yet right now. On-field supports are not really a thing currently. They're just quick swap supports are usually the thing right now, or off-field supports. But yeah, if there was I can't really think of any really good on-field stunners currently besides Qingyi. I guess you could. I'm thinking about this right now. But you could pair Zuyan with Seed, for the double attack meta. You could definitely do that, I suppose. But I don't know how well that would work because I haven't done it myself. Or maybe with Orphe, maybe it would work. I don't know. But yeah, it's one of those characters where you'd have to really think about it when it comes to like. Yeah, like Zuyan's good though. Like she's one of the characters that are one of the older characters in the game that still has a lot of value, in my personal opinion. The problem is she just needs more. Just needs to be better stunners. There's just not a good stunner to pair her with currently, besides Qingyi. And Qingyi's kind of been outdated a little bit, sadly, but she's still good. Yeah. That's all I would say about that. And she doesn't really have a really good support yet. I mean, you could compare her with Astra. Yeah, maybe it would work with Astra, Zuyan, Qingyi, but it'd be you're betting on doing a lot of damage into the stun window because that's where you have to burst out. But I'm not 100% sure if that's how she still plays as. But yeah, no, I think she's still good. I think she could still clear just fine. She's just not. Yeah, she's just not. I don't know why I didn't pick her up, to be honest, as a character. I didn't pick. Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of a reason why I didn't pick her up as a character. I don't know. I can't really think of a reason why. Like her design's interesting. The character seems fun. I haven't played her. I think she's one of the characters I kind of regret not picking up. But now I don't know if I would pick her up. Because she's kind of. I'm not even saying she's out of meta. It's just like you definitely need good stunners for her to work really well. She's definitely dependent on that. And there's not that many, I'll just say this random, there's not that many stunners in the game currently, oddly enough. Because we were in the anomaly meta for so long. Not saying the anomalies can't benefit from stunners, it's just they don't need them as much as attack agents do. Or at least used to. Because like I think there's only I'm trying to think of premium S rank stunners in the game. There's Lighter, there's Trigger, and there's Jafufu. Yeah, there's only 3 premium stunners in the whole game. So yeah. And if you add like the non-premium, like the standard banner ones, the only ones you got is like, well, no, and then there's Qingyi. I forgot there's 4. There's Qingyi, and then after that you only have like you get like Lycon and Colada. Yeah, if there's more, that's my only issue with burst style characters in games. There's not enough stunners. And there's not a lot of like incentive to have a burst style character currently. I mean, which is why I'm like wondering what they'll do in the future, because that's definitely a mechanic that needs to be more explored. We have electric ice. We'll do this. Because we don't really have a dedicated fire team. Any character straight up not worth building. I can name two. I can name two. Even actually no, I can name three. I can name three. One of them is situation. Two of them are situation. Well, all three are actually kind of situational. Well, actually, I can name more, but they're all kind of situational. But I think it's kind of agreed upon that these three are like the most ones. So like the first one, I think Pan Yi, the panda guy. He's not good to play to upgrade if you don't have 6 copies of him. If you don't have Mindscape 6, he's not really that useful. And I think I want to say I want to say it's a Poltra or Poltra. I'm not saying she's bad. I'm just saying I'd rather have any stunner besides her. But if you're really bleeding for a stunner, she's pretty good, I guess. And she needs Aftershock, but I wouldn't really build her unless you have, I guess, 6 copies of her. And the next one would like be Ben. Ben is definitely like I think it's completely agreed upon. Ben is really like hard to like make useful because I think he scales off of defense if I remember correctly, but like he's one of those characters where like I don't think he actually does he's actually even though the game says he scales off of defense, people actually use him to scale off of like I think impact and attack or something like that. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, Ben is probably the one that's everyone for sure agrees that it's like not that good. Even though he is one of the coolest tag team EX ultimate EX specials or ultimates, I can't remember. But he has the coolest like animation when he pairs up Kaleda, because they do like there's some moves that Kaleda and Ben do together that that other agents don't do. Like the interactions with those two characters in one team, it's really cool. And then the ultimate like between the two changes if one or the other is in like in the same team, if I remember correctly, or was it just Kaleda's ultimate just changed? But one of their ultimates changed, and it's super cool. And yeah, they do like they actually like work in tandem really awesomely together, which is kind of sad. After like playing them together, like you realize that they're not really the strongest. And there's no way to make the team better, even though they have these cool like team tactic combos you can do with them. But that's kind of sucks, because like I know there's a lot of people try to force that in the beginning. So yeah, like I guess straight up the worst character probably would be Ben in my mind. I don't know many people that can pull off Ben properly, which I'm more than willing to be stand corrected. I'm just not gonna like go here and tell people to like maybe there's a Ben main out there that's like a god, but like it's not something I would tell people to do. Like even yeah, because like, I know there's people who can do crazy levels of content with Billy, but I'm not that good to do that. Like I'm not gonna recommend people to play Billy, but I know of quite a few people who main Billy at a really crazy high level, and I'm like, I can't do that, and I'm not going to recommend that to other people because that's just a lot of work, and I don't know how many people can do that, like that level of effort. But like there's definitely like people who can pilot Billy really crazily well. which I can see how you can do it, but it's just not something I think. I don't think. I don't. I feel like only like 99% of the population cannot do that. What those guys are doing with that, that's like I just don't think you. But I'd still say Billy is more playable than Ben. Um, like, yeah, I've seen Anton mains. Yeah, Ben's probably the most useless character, probably. And I guess some people would argue Seth, maybe. That's why I said there's maybe 4 instead of the 3, because like Seth used to be really strong when he first came out. He was actually really good, and it's kind of sad because I liked his playstyle because it reminds me of Monster Hunter with it's not Charge Blade. Uh, is it Charge Blade? No, it's not Switch. No, it's Charge Blade. Charge Blade. Because Switch Axe is the other one. Charge Blade is. I was like, I really wanted to learn how to play Charge Blade in Monster Hunter because I was normally I usually use bow. I think it was bow, long sword, shield, and sword, and I really wanted to pick up Charge Blade, but never really got to it. So. We still. I kind of want to get healed there, Miyabi, before we swap her out. But yeah, I don't know. Like that'd be what I would think. I would definitely not recommend anyone to build Ben. And I don't think that's that crazy to take. Because even just regular Ambi, I know there's a few people who main just regular Ambi, which is funny, but and it's only got clear content, which I kind of can't believe they're able to do it, but I don't know if they still do it, but like there was a time. Complete. I think that's 460. 460 isn't too bad. I don't think it gets super hard until I get the doppelgangers. But yeah, at least that's what I think. Trying to think of this. Oh wait, hold on. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want the Smooch Jack one. Oh no, that's the temple. I mean, that's the Sabine. Weaken Constitution, Sheer Enhancement. I think Sheer Force is probably the one I'd want. We're going there. There's no exact weakness, so we could probably bring in this team, which I think is fine. I will say though, I think Lucy is starting to go down on the list because there's been so many supports. Even though I'm like, upgrade your supports, upgrade your supports. But it's just that Lucy was a good support before. Now I don't know. The problem with Lucy is that it's her buff is not that great compared to like what it was. And now that we have getting three premium supports, it's hard to recommend Lucy, but like you only realistically need maybe 4 supports now. And there's some teams that can function without a support now, where they function with a stunner or a support, or even an extra attack or anomaly. It's kind of rough with Lucy. I don't know. Well, I haven't really tested too many things about that, but I think this is still fine. We can do pretty much anything right now. So we'll do this team. Well, no, that's like... yeah, let's just do this team, because I haven't played with that too much. Well, yeah, I think the bottom one for sure is Ben. I can't think of anything worse than Ben that's in the game. I know before people were definitely trying to make Ben work, but I just don't think it's worth trying anymore since we have so many options now. Yeah, there's just so many options. To be like the last character, I tried making him work at one point, but I think it's like the last character I would try to build. Man, I can't wait to get the camera mid-combat. I wonder if they let us do it outside the event. Hopefully they will. Oh, I got to stick with this team. Nice. sheer force. Yeah, sheer force is... Man, the music in the Battle Tower is really good. Okay. Physical, eh? Yes. Oh, it's doppelgangers. You might not be. This I might lose here. Yeah, that team triggered just so much damage in that team. It's insane. Next. Recovery. No recovery. We can probably get away with this team one more time. Come on, come on. Man, the music's so good. That team is pretty much won't be able to do anything else. Oh, even though it's asking for it again. I will have to swap teams here. We can put a Miyabi team here. And then we'll lose the last stretch for Yishuan. Oh wow, it's kind of like so many effects are coming off. Whoa, that was so fast. There were so many effects, disorders, and blooms going off like crazy. Okay, last stretch. We're bringing in the big guns here. We're going at it. What does Ash's buff do? Ooh, okay, so I don't remember the top of my head. Hold on. What does it do again? I can't remember. It's been a while since I checked. Let me finish clear this floor and I'll let you know. I actually forgot. I think it's something to do with attack increase. I can't remember by how much though. I don't want to give you the wrong information. Well, you just have to use it. We're at 400 max. Okay, I think I'll be able to exit out and look at it because I can't remember what it does. I know some of it, but I don't want to give you the wrong impression. Oh no, okay, I'll have to do one more. Should be easy enough to do. But if I remember correctly, it's about like being able to quick swap. Yeah, you're able to do quick swap defensive assists basically on demand, and then you're able to. It actually gives you like I think 10 or 20% attack boost if I remember correctly. And actually, she can also heal you too. But I'm not 100% sure on all that. I know the quick assist thing is like a big deal. But like I have to double check on everything else. So I know the healing she for sure does, and she does do like a damage thing with the when she has the stars. Oh. Oh. I'll do the defensive one? Yeah. It's 470? Oh, not an S rank, only A rank? That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, it's okay. I can always restart that. That's not a big deal. Okay, we're out. Okay, cool. I'll double check here for you really quick. Um. So yeah, I remember her ultimate lets you heal, plus you're able to do basically an EX, not an EX special, but like basically lets you activate a chain. Like, do you know how when you do like the stun window and then you can activate the manual chain? Basically, the ultimate lets you do a manual chain, but as an assist, and a defensive assist, which is really strong, and it heals you, so that's just makes it super strong. And I believe, yeah, here you go. It increases 35% of Astra's normal attack to up to 1200 attack to the next to another attack to another agent, which is really strong. So like it's basically super universal. Like you get an added 1,200 if you have the maximum on her, which I think you get to get the maximum. You just need to get like I think it's like 350 or like roughly 3k attack ish around there. I can't remember the exact math. And then you get that, which is really strong because like the damage fall off in this game, where you cap out of resources for the attack stat, it doesn't fall off until like way later. Like you need to like it's super high. Like I think it's like I want to say it's like five. I think it's like five. No, it's not 5k. It's like 10k when the amount of damage you get, from for every attack, you stat you have doesn't drop off until like around 10k or something. So it's like it's a stat that doesn't cap out until like way later. Whereas like the crit damage stat caps out around 200, I think, is what people are saying. Don't quote me on that because I know actually I'm not 100% sure, but I believe everyone was saying like crit damage is important, but like it's not a stat that caps out. Like the diminishing return of a crit damage is sure it's super high, but it's actually more consistent to get attack higher because of like how high it can go without it capping or being reduced in a percentage of damage. I don't know if that explains it. I'm not the best person to ask for that, but at least that's what I was told by a bunch of people who do the math. So my Astra's maybe not the best. I think she's one of the higher tier ones, but yeah, she's that's why you want that. And then she gets another buff because using the Astra voice set, which is arguably her best set right still, even though there is Moonlight Lullaby. It's because of how the fourth piece set synergizes with her ultimate, and because Astra really does allow you to like quick swap a lot. Because so when she's like in the singing thing, which is the idyllic condensa state, or I don't know how to say that word, but when she's in that state, it lets you do a quick assist pretty like frequently, like pretty much on demand, and then it lets her to attack the enemy and also like increases your damage for your agents, which is why you want that buff, which gives it like 1200 attack if you have it maxed out for like 20 seconds. It's pretty for like 20 seconds, and it can be extended each time you do a quick swap. So it's very useful, and you can and quick swapping is like super strong right now. And yeah, it's basically all the reason why you want her. And then when you have this on, it gives like an extra. I think it gives like an extra like 8%. Yeah, 8% damage. If I can highlight that there with my mouse, gives it another 8% more damage, and it stacks up 3 times. So it's like 16. I think it's like 20, 24, 25, something like 24, 22. It's kind of like that. More percentage of damage. So it's like it's very good. So Astra voice plus her just her alt her just her passive is just super strong. Even though like Moonlight Lullaby gives like that gives like 18% for 25 when doing a special and ultimate. It just doesn't stack. And it's right, but this is easier to achieve than Astra Voice, because not every agent will have the ability to stack it up 3 times. This is only better than Astra. This is only better because you can stack it 3 times, and an Astra being able to stack it is super easy. So that's why Astra's the de facto best support in the game currently. Even with Yuzuha existing, but you can use Yuzuha on like attack teams. I've used it on attack teams because she does still give the 1200. It just takes it. She's just not. She doesn't heal, and she doesn't give you a quick swap and functionality, and she doesn't like. Yeah, there's just a few things. She just doesn't do quick swapping, and she doesn't heal. But I have her on Moonlight Lullaby because quick swapping's not. It's kind of hard to do on her. But yeah. That's why she's so strong. And then I think the Lucia, the new character coming out, I think people said she only buffs sheer damage, which I think is still useful for other agents that are not Rupture, but we have to see. Some people are not 100% convinced, but I'm pretty sure she'll still be good for other agents, just not as good. But if you're going to pull for an agent, I would definitely recommend pulling for Astra and Yuzuha. You get a chance. Yeah, Astra's pretty much the must pull of the game currently. But, well, I would say the 3 must pulls in this game, in my personal opinion, right now, if I had to say it like aloud to people, it would be if I had to go down to 3 or if I had to go down to 4. Yeah, let's go 4. I think that's 4. No, let's just say it's rough because it depends what kind of count you want to have. But like, I definitely would say like the must pulls are probably Astra, Yuzuha, Miyabi, and Yishuan. Like they're the kind of the must pulls of the game. Just because Yishuan, currently the only Rupture character in the game, but she has so much in her kit that gives you survivability. Miyabi is the same thing, and she's like the best support in the game, and she's like the second best support in the game. Yeah. The only other person I might say is a must pull, to be honest, is Lighter. I don't have him. Kind of regret not getting him. Both times he was on the banner. Kind of regretted it because I have both. He's just a niche must pull. Like if you have an ice team or a fire team, Lighter's the de facto like best character because like he basically, if I remember correctly, Lighter basically reduces fire and ice resistance by like a crazy amount. So if you wanted to read this wall text, essentially he reduces fire and ice resistance to like, I think it's like 30 or 40% after everything's done, as said and done. And not only that, he also extends the stun window. So usually the stun window is like, I don't know the exact amount of time the stun window is, but the stun window is normally like 10 to 15 seconds. I think it's roughly 10 to 15 seconds. But Lighter adds an extra like 5 to 6 seconds onto that stun window. So now instead of being 10 to 15 seconds, it's now 20 seconds. It's like 20 to 21 seconds to have a stun window, which is absurd. So like he's like almost, I would say he is a must pull because just the fact that the stun window's bigger. You're just in it for longer. And not only that, his ability to get you into the stun window is actually pretty high. So it's like, that's why I'd say like if you're gonna do a must pulls list, it'd be those five. And then the arguable must pull would be like Trigger, because Trigger does defense shred. So like whenever a character in your squad, it's just like if you read this thing right here, when Trigger's aftershock hits an enemy, the target's stun damage multipliers by 35% for 5 seconds, and then I think when Trigger's crit rate exceeds 40% each 1% crit rate above this threshold, her days built by aftershock is by 1.5%. But if you combine that with her engine, just being because if you're an electric stun unit, that is like this is where it gets crazy. This is why her engine is like a must pull. It's because like the target's defense is reduced by 25% for 5 seconds during when the passive when this effect is triggered, if the equipper is not an active character, they get this. They get 1 stack of Spirit Lock, which stacks up to 3 times, but it also increases their impact, which is the how fast you get into the stun window, and then that also like it's just crazy. Like she basically just shreds defense. That's why like her and like Nicole, which is why Nicole's so sought out for as an agent. Like if you don't have Nicole, I always tell people you need Nicole because she shreds defense for 40%. But the window's really small. It's only for 3 seconds. So that's why people pair her with burst units a lot, because like she will just throw this giant vortex, and for 40 seconds, well not 40 seconds, for 3.5 seconds, or roughly 4 seconds, you can do 40. Every attack you do just hits raw health, regardless for 40% of its damage. It's kind of insane. You just their shield, their defense is like nothing. Oh, it just shreds it, and it's like oh, for 40 seconds, for like 3 seconds, you can do massive damage. So it's definitely like really well sought out for. Highly recommend if those units. And the nice thing about Nicole is like she's free. Like you can get an M6 Nicole like so easy. It's like she's like if you're free to play, she's like the first character I would like get to like M6 if possible, and the first character I'll just max out. I don't have her fully maxed out. I have her to 11 on all things, and then I had her on her rank skill F, but she's like super efficient. Like she's probably the only A rank that's going to be usable in the next like 3 to 4 years. Like there's going to be very little A ranks that ever, even S ranks that can beat her. The only issue with Nicole is that the window of her getting her EX is like 3 seconds, but it's so easy to get her energy, her EX special to pop off whenever you need to. It's like it's not a hard ask. It's just the window's really short. But yeah, like I would highly recommend those 5. Everyone else is kind of extra. I wouldn't even say Yishuan is a must pull, to be honest. But she's just a must pull right now because she's the only rupture. Even Miyabi, I know some people saying I know I said she's a must pull, but like I would not even worry about too much about Miyabi. Even though there's a saying in the community if it's Miyabi tier, but it's just like Miyabi's just currently the best DPS, just hands down. But she is super. I want to say super gameplay friendly for a lot of people because of how much defensive abilities she has on her. Like a lot of her moves are just parries, like straight parries, even when you're attacking. That's why I recommend those two, Yishuan and Miyabi. They're just the gameplay of both of them is super safe. The only issue is like maybe Yishuan is just slightly harder, but she has a slightly more utility than Miyabi if you're willing to put in the time, which is not that much time. Miyabi's just super like new player friendly if you get her. Yeah, I recommend Astra, Yusaha, and Lighter as like pretty much must pulls, or at least if you want live longevity to your account, like they're like the pretty crazy characters that will give life to your account for a long time. Because like I don't think anyone's gonna beat Lighter in a long time for Fire and Ice agents. Fire and Ice agents, he's pretty much the de facto best stunner, like hands down. There's no one who can. I don't know of anyone who could power creep him, and I'm like, if they power creep Lighter, it's kind of insane. I'm like, anything that power creeps Lighter is crazy. It's crazy talk. I think he's already at the peak. There's not much that could beat him, unless it's like a quality of life thing where because he's not an aftershock agent where like you only put him on the field for like a couple of seconds, EX special run out. He's not. But he is pretty quick swappable. He's kind of like you put him on the field, you might have to do a couple of punches here and there. You might have to be on there for maybe an extra like 5 to 20 seconds, and then you can swap him out. But like that's probably the only downside to him, really. And you can play lighter DPS. I've seen it. It's not the greatest, but you can definitely make lighter a DPS if you're willing to put in the time. But it's mostly likely if you're willing to put in the money as well, because M6 lighter is insane. And then yeah, Astra's just super strong. Like she's gonna be super relevant for a long time. I wouldn't say forever, but I'd say I'd be worried if they power creep like Astra fast, anyways. Because like she's already super utility, super high utility because she heals. She has a defensive assist. She has quick swap ability for most agents. She make any agent into a quick swap agent, which is insane. And there's like yeah, and she's an off field support. Like she doesn't really need much maintenance. Yusaha quick swap support. The only downside with her realistically is like she doesn't really help rupture, but it doesn't really matter. She doesn't really have too much in terms of defense abilities except for I think she does a defensive assist if I remember correctly. And yeah, she's like the only and she's I don't think she's a aftershock support, but like that's fine. Quick swap support's just it's fine. It's good enough. Yeah. So I would recommend those three if you're trying to like make longevity. And right now, I think people are trying to look at Lucia, see if she's of the same ability as those three. But I think she's kind of a niche support in my opinion. So for Rupture, but we don't know until she's released. But right now she looks interesting in terms of gameplay. So she's probably the only thing I'm gonna probably pull for a while until probably the idol faction most likely. If I don't pull for Yi Shungong or Master Bonnie or Zhao, because like I'm hoping Lighter is rerun soon again, but who knows? Who knows? But for now, it's just we're just chilling around because like there's not too much going on here right now. Oh wait, do I have energy? I do have energy. I'm gonna go spend it real quick. Right now I'm just pre-farming for Lucia because I'm for sure gonna pull her, and after that I'm probably not gonna pull for a while. And I think I said that already. But yeah, if you have any other questions, let me know because I'm gonna cool down here because I think it's getting close to calling it the end of the stream. To be honest, for me. So if you have any more questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer them if I can. If not, I can direct you to someone who knows better. or if you need more nitty gritty details about like the math in the game. I need to still hunt for those. I want to farm more discs, but I gotta get all the resources first. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, like, I also like I was doing the survey again, requesting for more like commissions. Let's see if they do that. Commissions, and more like collecting stuff. Let's see if they respond. Ugh, the texture didn't load in. I am playing on the lower settings just so it's a little bit more smoother, but I can't wait till we're allowed to go inside Lumia Square, like department store, because we're not allowed in there yet. It's kind of funny about this place because, like, I think about it a little bit sometimes. You can definitely tell what's new around here and what's old, in my personal opinion, because like if you walk to the movie theater, the doors will open and you can actually walk into the movie theater and look around and then walk back out just fine. But then when you go to, let's say you go to the coffee store over here, you can't go into the coffee store and talk to Master Coffee over there. You have to go over here to order the coffee. You can't go into the store and talk to him to order the coffee. It's just kind of funny. I wonder if they'll update that. Same thing with, like, I kind of get why HIA you have to load in. Oh, yeah, no worries, General Muffins. You can head out. Have a good night. Hope you have a good sleep, and see you next time. You know, hope you drop in next time. Hopefully it was a nice and relaxing stream for you. But yeah, like, I kind of get why you have to load in for HIA. No problem. I'm happy to have you here. Till next time, General Muffin. But yeah, I can totally get why they did this, because like you have to. There's a little bit more nuance in here, but I wonder if they'll update it so you can just walk in. I hope they do. They also like did the subway. Like I was always curious about this. Why they did the metro? It's just nothing in the metro. I wonder if it's for future purposes. Like they definitely put time into making the metro. Like if you look around, there's things in here. There's people in here. Like, I've looked around, like, they have a train that comes in here and everything. I'm just like, I wonder if it's for future purposes or something, but it's... They just, I really think they'll do more here eventually. I wish there's stuff to do in here, but there just isn't, you know? Because they designed this thing. I wish they used it. Well... Hopefully they do in the future, yeah, but you never know. It's just like, maybe it's because I'm like, I always, like, as a kid, I was like, man, you put all this work to, like, program, design, and like, create this environment. Why don't you use this for anything? it's just like, yeah, it's just like it's there. You might as well put stuff in there, or have quests to make us go in there or something. We may as well. Maybe just like because like I'm like I don't know. I'm just like a millennial mindset, I guess, a little bit, because it's like I don't mind people reusing assets as long as they do it creatively. Same thing with events. I'm like, yeah, because they're not like some people might find it boring if they don't do anything new. But it's like you can do the old events repeatedly, and then we'll also come with new events at the same time, because that just adds more stuff for people to do. Because I definitely know I've done my fair share of scavenger hunts. We're just like, oh man, scavenger hunt in an MMO. I've done this hundreds of times. But it's so classic that like there's a reason why it's there. It's just easy enough for anybody to do in design. Anyways, I think it's a good time to check out. It's just under 3 hours, so, and it's getting kind of. I'm getting kind of tired, and I just want to relax a little bit too myself. So, this is Shuttle, checking out. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully I get to see you guys in New Era Day one day. Oh yeah.